Greetings, my name is Revati. This interview is a part of my project on green meals and healthy eating. I'm really happy to have with us a sports nutritionist and an experienced sports coach, Mr. Bharat Chormale. He has experience of coaching cricket in school. We truly appreciate your time and are excited to learn from you.
Thank you so much, Revti, for having me on this discussion about green meal and giving an opportunity to contribute and create awareness about green. Thank you.
Thank you. So let's start. My first question is, what according to you is a green meal?
A green meal is a meal which is good for our health and also for the environment. So green meal is mostly based on the plant-based made food with fresh and minimal processed ingredients. So in a way, it is a kind of a meal which has a good impact on the environment, and it is about being mindful of what we eat and where it comes.
Okay. So mindful eating must be done, and it
Sure, yes,
must be good for health as well as environment.
correct,
And
yes.
and when we talk about green meals, green foods, which ones are included? And why do you think plant-based foods are usually recommended?
When we talk about green foods, we usually talk about vegetables, then fruits, whole grains, beans. These kind of fruits, which are plant-based food, are always recommended because they are they are used prepared by making use of natural resources like water and land, and they also produce fewer greenhouse gases, and they also are rich in nutrients, vitamins, and fibers. So we should all go for plant-based food and locally sourced.
Okay. Are there any nutrients people should watch out for plant-based diets? And in your experience, have you noticed any differences between people who eat green meals and those who don't?
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so for on a plant-based diet, people should be always mindful of what they are eating, what kind of nutrients they are getting, because nutrients like protein, vitamin B12, iron, calcium, and omega-3 fats are very important for our body and overall growth. Okay, with proper planning, these needs to be definitely met, and these should be included in our day-to-day meal. Okay, from what I have noticed, okay, whenever I have talked with my clients, people who regularly eat green meals often have a better digestion. They have a better physical energy whenever out on the field. They have a good amount of energy, able to produce a desired output in their sports, and they generally feel healthier compared to those who only rely on heavily processed and heavy meat foods.
Okay. So, a lot of us want to eat healthier, but time is always a challenge. What are some simple green meals that you would suggest for busy families, and what type of food should they focus on?
Yeah, so nowadays it is a fast-paced life, and we all are busy and tied up with our activities of this work. So for busy families, green meals don't have to be complicated actually. Okay, so there are a lot of simple options if you look around. So vegetable stir fries, lentils, then your bean soups, salads, vegetables, or rice. These kind of simple food can be had, and if you go with rice with mixed vegetables, those are very quick and practical foods, are easily available. So what additionally I can suggest is just focusing on basic ingredients like vegetables, whole grains, and legumes. These will make healthy eating, and it will also keep you satiated, and the output or of your overall health will be fantastic with these simple foods.
How do things like food wastage, packaging, and the way we cook our meals affect how green our meals are?
Yes, yes, yes. Of course, it impacts in a very big way, because if you see things like food waste, packaging, and cooking method play a big role in overall green meal. Because what happens is wasting food means into producing it, and excessive plastic packaging adds to the pollution. Okay, even if you think like how we cook matters, usually energy efficient methods, right? Like pressure cooking, all these saves a lot of emission. Okay, so if we have a locally grown food, then we don't spend a lot on transportation, which again adds to gas emissions. So all these methods will help us, making sure that the we are having green meal which is environment friendly.
Okay. So we must choose mostly local foods so that carbon emissions are lesser and there are less packaging wastes.
Correct. Exactly.
Lastly,
Exactly.
huh. Lastly, final question is, what are some simple steps that individuals, families, or even schools can take to
Sorry, I
include
was
green?
not able to hear.
Am I audible?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go ahead, please. Now you're audible.
Yes. What are some simple steps that individuals, families, or even schools can take to include green meals in the diet?
See, including green meals in daily life doesn't require a very drastic changes. Okay, simple. So individuals and families can start by just adding more vegetables to their plates and reducing the meat portions, and then also planning they avoid the waste. Okay, and if I talk about schools can help by offering more plant-based options, and always educating students about sustainable eating. So they can conduct a lot of sessions and keep educating kids about how and which would be sustainable, can do sustainable eating. So small consistent steps can really help in making a meaningful. And since the schools, okay, are the stepping stones for students, if they start giving this kind of knowledge in their, then probably all the children are in a better position to understand these things, and they can carry on this and build their self. When they grow up, they would have a better understanding and will have a definitely better health, which will again result in better health for our overall countrymen.
Exactly. So, in summary, a green meal is a healthy meal that focuses on plant-based foods like vegetables, fruits, and grains. It uses sustainable choices like local or seasonal ingredients and aims to reduce wastage of food and packaging. Overall, it is good for both our health and environment. Thank you very much for sharing your time and knowledge. Your advice and insights have helped us understand green meal. I really appreciate your support and guidance for my project. And thank you very much once again.
Thank you so much, Revati, for having me. Thank you.
Thank you.